So for the next project, I'm going to fix the heat shield that's currently on the car. Right now, what happens is the gas expands inside the carburetor float bowl, and since the float bowl closes as fuel rises, well, the gas and everything just pushes that up, and the pressure that builds up has nowhere to go but into the engine. And what happens is it floods, and then the gas also goes in the exhaust, and it'll backfire after a little bit because it gets so hot, and I can't start it when it gets too hot. So what I'm going to do is replace this old heat shield with a new one that I make from scratch from steel. I'm not going to use aluminum. We'll see how it goes. As long as I have this reflective tape, I'll put on the back side of it. But let's just take our time and see how it goes. So this is the heat shield I currently have on it. It protects the bottom of the headers, but it really doesn't cover this section right here, right directly behind the bowl on either side. And you can really see how close it is. So what I'm going to try to do is just build a ridiculously big one that comes up to about right here, maybe even a little bit over here, over here, and then cover the bottom of the carburetors as well. So that's the plan. And right now I do have some sheet metal. Got a little bit right here. I'm probably going to try to incorporate some welding into it, and I have a little bit more up here. So what I'm going to do is work on a mock-up using some cardboard and try to get it exactly how I want, and then it'll be time to make it. Okay, so the heat shields are mocked up. It's a little messy, but this is way higher up back here now, and it will completely block off anything from the bottom or from the top of the manifold or the exhaust manifold. And on this side, I made sure that I protected anything from this manifold right here. I'm going to put a bend in it. So these are all mocked up in cardboard, and now we're going to be ready to try to make these out of sheet metal. Okay, so the first heat shield's done. I have it all wrapped with the reflective tape, and I'm going to mount it. So let's see how well it goes. Alright, the right side is now installed. You can see, here we are on the other side. You can see how it now covers up the float bowl all the way. There's no more heat that will be hitting it. Okay, so now I have both heat shields installed. I'm going to reassemble it, and then we'll be ready for a test drive. I'm going to bring it back, park it inside the garage, turn it off, and then try to turn it on 5 minutes later. I'll also record the temperatures using like a heat gun and see what happens. So hopefully it works.